New Canada Open Work Permit eligibility effective January 21. The Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has announced sweeping changes to the eligibility criteria for open work permits, OWPs, for family members of international students and foreign workers. These changes, set to begin affecting January 21, 2025, aim to streamline the temporary resident programs, aligning them more closely with the Canadian economic objectives and current labour market demands. New criteria for Canada's spousal open work permits for spouses of international students. Master's programs. Spouses can apply for an OWP only if their partner is enrolled in a master's program with a minimum duration of 16 months. Doctoral programs. Eligibility extends to spouses of students pursuing doctoral degrees. Professional programs. A select group of professional programs will also qualify. Specifics on these programs are yet to be detailed, with full disclosure scheduled for January 21, 2025. For spouses of foreign workers. High-skilled jobs. Spouses are eligible only if their partner holds a work permit for occupations classified under Tier 0 or one of the Canadian National Occupational Classification, NOC. Labour shortage sectors. Additionally, spouses of workers in Tier 2 or 3 occupations can apply, but only if those jobs are in sectors currently facing labour shortages or are aligned with government priorities. This includes fields like natural and applied sciences, construction, healthcare, natural resources, education, sports, and military sectors. A significant caveat is that the foreign worker must have at least 16 months left on their work permit at the time of the spouse's application for an OWP. End of eligibility for dependent children. A notable aspect of these changes is the exclusion of dependent children from future eligibility for family OWPs. This decision marks a significant shift, focusing solely on spouses in the new policy framework. Transition provisions. Those who currently hold family OWPs under the previous regime will see no immediate changes. Their permits will remain valid until expiration. However, for renewals, the new stringent criteria will apply. Matching criteria for renewal. Family members can renew their OWPs only if they meet the same eligibility criteria as before. And this decision marks a significant shift, focusing solely on spouses in the new policy framework. Transition provisions. Those who currently hold family OWPs under the previous regime will see no immediate changes. Their permits will remain valid until expiration. However, for renewals, the new stringent criteria will apply. Matching criteria for renewal. Family members can renew their OWPs only if they meet the same eligibility criteria as before. And the exceptions to the new rules. Free trade agreements. Spouses of workers under free trade agreements remain unaffected by these new restrictions. Pathway to permanent residency. Those in the process of transitioning to permanent residency will also see no changes to their eligibility for family OWPs. Alternative pathways for those no longer eligible. For family members who will find themselves outside the new eligibility brackets, IRCC has clarified that they can still apply for other types of work permits available under Canada's broader immigration framework, provided they meet the criteria for those specific permits. Public and political reaction. The announcement has sparked a wave of reactions across various sectors. From international students, there's concern that these changes might deter prospective students from choosing Canada due to the potential hardship of family separation or financial strain if spouses cannot work. From employers, some businesses, particularly in sectors relying heavily on international talent, express mixed feelings. While they welcome targeted immigration to fill specific skill gaps, there's worry about the overall impact on employee morale and retention when families are affected. From immigration advocates, there's criticism regarding the potential human cost of these policies, with advocates arguing for an more holistic approach that considers family unity as part of immigration policy. Political commentary. The move has been framed by government officials as necessary to manage population growth and ensure program integrity. Critics, however, see it as a step back from Canada's reputation for welcoming families potentially affecting the country's attractiveness as a destination for skilled workers. Economic implications. Economists are divided on the impact. Positive outlook. Some argue that by focusing on high-demand sectors, these changes could lead to better job matching, reducing underemployment, and enhancing economic productivity. Negative concerns. Others fear that by potentially reducing the number of working family members, Canada might inadvertently lower consumer spending and increase social costs due to family stress and financial insecurity. Looking ahead. As these changes take effect, everyone will be closely monitoring their impact on Canada's immigration narrative. Will this lead to a more skilled and focused workforce? Or will it result in unintended consequences like reduced international student intake or a less appealing immigration policy for families? The government promises regular updates and adjustments based on feedback and real-world outcomes. As of now, these policy shifts represent one of the most significant updates to Canada's immigration strategy in recent years, aiming to balance economic needs with sustainable immigration practices. The changes to the open work permit eligibility for family members of international students and foreign workers in Canada are poised to redefine what we can call Canada home, at least temporarily. As the policy rolls out, it will be crucial to monitor its effects on both the economy and the lives of those directly impacted by these new rules. Whether this will ultimately boost Canada's economic prowess or challenge its social fabric remains a topic of intense debate and observation.